This is the Improve and Have Fun podcast, where I'm improving myself, having fun along the way, with the hopes of encouraging you to do the same. This is my review for Logan, starring Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart. After the early reviews, the buzz, I was really looking forward to this movie. Coworkers had seen it and the reviews had ranged from adequate to tear-jerking. This is one of the better X-Men movies, right up there with First Class, Deadpool, and Days of Future Past being my personal favorites. In my opinion, none of the X-Men films have been downright terrible. All have been decent to great. X3 and Wolverine Origins are the two films which are universally panned, but I don't think that they were totally unwatchable. If you, like myself, have watched all these films since the year 2000, which I still can't believe this franchise has been around that long, Logan will reward you. Logan is an investment payoff film. And what I mean by that is if you've been emotionally tied to these characters for the years I mentioned, the film will really resonate with you. This movie, we fans have gotten what common sense would dictate, that a character like Wolverine would curse and be violent, shed lots of blood, and make others do the same. Superhero films, I feel, are better when they are in another genre. The tropes of a superhero movie, the origin story, fight bad guys, get the girl, stop a city or world-ending event. And that's kind of boring. With all the comic book movies we've gotten within the last 20 plus years, I just don't think this formula works that well anymore. Unless it is something that we haven't seen before, and even then I don't think it can be refreshing. Putting superheroes in other genre movies tends to work better. Examples being The Dark Knight, which was a crime drama. Deadpool, for all intents and purposes, was a romantic comedy. And Ant-Man, which was a heist movie, just for some recent examples. This movie was a drama, and a bloody one at that. My older brother used to read comics when we were kids. I adore my older brother and wanted to follow everything he did. One of the comics he used to read was The Uncanny X-Men, so I read it as well, and back then, Wolverine was my favorite character. It's taken 17 years to get this character 100% right, and I feel that this movie did that. This movie, and Deadpool as well, have shown that R-rated superhero movies can work. Also, standalone movies connected to the universe, or not, can work as well. I feel 20th Century Fox, who owns the rights to the X-Men movie and TV franchise, are starting to be more consistent or maybe find a success formula with these films. Deadpool being the first and now Logan. Particulars about the film: the violence and the cursing started right from the get-go. The emotion in the movie was wonderful and at times heart-wrenching. The entire cast was fantastic, with Patrick Stewart being the heart of the film. Then that transfers to the young girl who plays X-23, her name also being Lauren. The actress's name was Daphne Keane, the young lady. I enjoyed Wolverine's main opposition being a group of bad guys. Boyd Holbrook, son of Hal Holbrook from Narcos, was fantastic. So was Richard Grant, who's done so many movies. The Logan clone was a good choice for Wolverine's main physical opposition. If it had been a character from the X-Men universe, it may have taken away from the main story. The clone was a disposable heavy. Hugh Jackman playing a damaged, older Wolverine, sick, walking with a limp, one of his claws not fully retracting, I was sold. My cons with the film: the explain-away cell phone video which reveals X-23's origin, which I just felt that was a little convenient. Logan's death in the end as well. I mean, he's been through worse and has come back, so I just didn't buy it 100%. 20th Century Fox is really stepping it up with these films. I think I'm going to fire up the Roku and rent Age of Apocalypse. 9 out of 10 for this film. This very terrific film. See this especially if you're a fan of the X-Men film franchise. But let's be honest, so you've probably already seen this. Thank you once again for listening to the podcast, and I of course want to hear your opinions, what you thought about the movie. If you think I'm spot on, if you think I'm totally off, let me know. If you hear this on Facebook or you see this on YouTube, please comment below leave your review. Like I said, whenever you comment, it's the same as my doing this podcast. It's just coming from your words, from your comment down below. So that way we can have a conversation, a back and forth. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching.